Hey guys, um, just a short stream today. It's out of schedule. It's just that, I've toiled away at the Crystal Tower. I've done the 324-person raids, so I can advance the quest line that I need to finally be able to finish a run Reborn. I did it. I think I actually spent more time in the waiting queue than in the actual raid dungeons because they are pretty short. I mean, it's just basically boss fight after boss fight after boss fight with very little trash encounters in between. And yeah, I got it done. Did a few other things. Finally hit level 60. And as you can see, Menphilia does have a quest for us again, so we can actually go ahead and finish this quest line once and for all. So, yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy to be along for the ride because I actually wanted to do it the last time, but I couldn't because I didn't had even started the Crystal Tower. Well, I did the prerequisite quest to actually be able to enter the Crystal Tower. I just, wasn't inside yet at that time. So yeah, let's just quickly go ahead and try and finish this up because I hecking want to go to Ishgard. For some reason, I don't think this will go as planned. Oh. Oh. Oh, so much of that, I guess. I guess all the conspiracies are coming to a head here. So, I guess it's back to Ulda. Because it is. Well, let's take a roundabout through Limsa. I mean, you know, we're not heading to a good ending here, are we? Definitely don't think we are. This reeks, man. From beginning to end. But I guess that's all we can do about it. Quicksand. Okay then. I mean, yeah, the good thing is now that I'm level 60, once I actually make it to Ishgard, I hope, I should be able to go ahead and immediately buy level 60 gear. Yeah, the good kind of level 60 gear. At least for my warrior. Alright, what is it? Well, let's not keep the lady waiting, shall we? And I can't wait to get into Ishgard, or into the Heavensward expansion anyway. I think Heavensward actually was propelled Final Fantasy XIV forward quite a bit. I mean, the Realm Reborn already, but Heavensward just compounded in on that. Wasn't that... Trader spear guy dude that I didn't like? He just Pastafarian, didn't he?
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
You know, you are this kind of adventurer, you know. Crossing borders, fighting giants, getting swept up in political conspiracies. Just don't go to banquets. Like, there are traps. Sure as hell.
You needn't trouble yourself so. Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light. I am.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity.
Yeah, about that.
Territorial disputes are all that divide us now, but I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
Oh boy. I gotta admit, they did their work on the build-up. They definitely did. I can definitely see why people are praising this game story. It's very well done. Am impressed. It's really one of the best that I've seen out of Square Enix in years. Sufficient time. Alright. I guess we do have sufficient time, don't we? Oh boy, here we go.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in and take your ease.
'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Yeah.
Such noble words after the fact.
Yeah, I like that they are smart about these things, you know.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Reborn, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Here we go. Of course.
Your Grace! Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Try that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Emmerich isn't that dumb, is he? He knows what's up. And those guys are fake.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
Here we go.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and as suspected accessories to the crime, all members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
Dude.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say her grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Well, can't say that wasn't deserved.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Okay.
Seven hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
Yeah, just simply go. What the?
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have.
Told you so. He's a traitor.
You are not the man you once were, Reborn. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die! never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Dude just lost his arm. Still fighting better than a lot of the others. Oh man.
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Ponanimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe has thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna get separated one by one.
look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Popolimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
Okay. Bit over the top, but I guess it works. Shoot. That's a big tunnel.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Yes, it's a sewer. Calm down.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? This is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done.
Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Ophelia.
Hydaelyn, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
How did he escape? Who was that?
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard! I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were! Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
Well, he did try to play a little bit above his leagues, didn't he?
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Tarrelpin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Ul'dah. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Ul'dah that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation. But in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Well, maybe Alfino will grow up a little bit with that. I think it was just a little bit too optimistic the whole time. That was about, what, 45 minutes of cutscenes? Holy crap. Highly entertaining though. No, rest for the righteous, huh? Well, not exactly how I remember that. Hold on, let's see about that. If they will give us asylum. Before the dawn. It's always darkest.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows, or some such.
Making sands, the rising stones, falling snows.
Any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortom. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Several cutscenes. Okay. Oh, damn, this is like a movie. Kind of glad I didn't see that through last time though, because that was already late. And, you know. This takes forever. There we go. Letter. Would you look at that? She's an aura too.
"'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh yes, I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos, which was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphinaud.
So, Master Alphinaud, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphinaud, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Aeshmah. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
It's a hell of an ending. To be sure. Like, imagine if you're playing this when it released, and it just stopped there and you have to wait for the expansion to drop. Oh boy. I mean, I have no idea how far apart the last patch here and the release of Heavensward were when they first dropped. Might not have been that long, but still. Can definitely see why people would be desperate to see how this continues. It's a good thing then that we can just keep playing. Gilgamesh. When did we meet Gilgamesh?
Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Be
good song. To be fair, I am excited because, you know, as far as I'm aware, the story is just bound to get better, or the game is just bound to get better with every expansion. And if this is the setup, I opt out for more. And I gotta admit, you know, playing this has made me really hopeful for Final Fantasy XVI. You know, I wasn't really on board with it, with the whole, you know, medieval thing and whatnot. But having played this now, and seeing what they can make out of it, damn. Actually, I'm curious, like, is this somewhat connected to Ivalice? You know, the setting for Final Fantasy Tactics and 12? Because they have definitely taken heavy inspirations from both the setting and the plot of those games. There's just no denying that. You know, the whole political intrigue, but there's some underlying supernatural plot beneath it all and stuff like that. Definitely heavily reminds me of that. Which is great. And that actually makes me excited to play Final Fantasy XII because I actually recently bought the game, but I have never played it before. I bought the what's it called? Zodiac Edition or something for PlayStation 4. Damn. It's interesting to think that this game here would have rekindled my interests and hopes in JRPGs, even though this is an MMO. It's kinda like a JRPG, to be fair. Like, sure, you know, you team up with other people for the dungeons and stuff, but a part of that, you're playing it mostly alone. And it's structured in a way that is totally okay and possible. So I'm really interested to see how, you know, this keeps going on with the dungeons and stuff going forward. Because, you know, they definitely, I mean, I don't even want to say they dumped down. I think the thing is just that you have really overpowered equipment for where I have been so far. Because truth be told, in this raid dungeon, you know, the Crystal Tower, the later boss fights definitely took a little bit longer. You know, you couldn't just mindlessly DPS them now. You actually had to pay at least a little bit attention to the mechanics of the fight. And I have to admit, I died a few times to be revived in battle because I was just so, you know, in my zone, just paying attention to my rotations and stuff that I definitely did not pay attention to the boss's mechanics. Now what I did was later, I kissed the ground. Like the, what was it called, Astral Flare? When you fight against Phlegethon. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, the boss of the first Crystal Tower dungeon. Or duty or whatever. But yeah, when you know, at the part of the content where you're actually pushed to do things the intended way, the right way, with equipment that is just on that level, where it's actually hard to progress, that can be interesting in this game. Because let's be real, there are a lot of effects going on, like all the time, and it's really hard for me still to just what is like, you know, an AoE that is okay for me to stand in, and what is one that's going to damage me and I should not stand in. Still takes a little bit of getting used to. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Damn, how long are these credits? I just want to get into Ishgard. And get my items. Truth be told, I just want to get rid of my poetics. Because I'm capped out. What's this now? Guys, don't you have any last names, or what the heck's going on here? Huh? What? It's strange. Okay. Kind of feels like we're getting to the bottom of this. It probably will take us another hour to get into Ishgard now. It's so plain. Can already feel it in my bones. In my bones. Alright. Here we go.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Wait, what? I get it. What? Can't be serious. What does he have to do with them? Yeah. Oh boy.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
You know, this is more like an avatar of Midgard Summer, but then why is it just waiting for this little dragon? If he just speaks in your mind or whatever. Should be intimidating, but it's just funny. It's like, I don't know, 6-year-old chain smoker. Fixed Heavensward. Coming to Ishgard. Finally.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Huh?
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
Voice he has another voice, doesn't he?
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here!
Totoro as well. That sound also changed. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Finally. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yes, please.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Not gonna lie, getting a bit goosebumps. To be honest, Ishka doesn't look so good now, does it? Looks a bit destroyed and stuff. Oh yeah, we have to tune also the rear first, right? Okay, where is that trader? Where I can get my stuff. Oh, don't tell me I first have to go to that other region before these guys show up around here. Oh, that would be cruel. That would be very cruel game. I mean, I guess normally that would be marked on the map, right? Well, things are looking a bit better around here. Still, let's see if we can... Yeah, how is that called? Sundry Splendors. Yeah, but I fear. This is as I think. But we can't just come in here. And these merchants will be around already. Maybe if we at least make it over to that other village. Or city or whatever. This will just continue on for a little while longer. Just a smidgen. Wow. It's a pretty big place.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortomp, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortomp, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortomp.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders, yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
So, can we actually enter the other cities at the moment? Let's go. How about that Predict Stealer? Asking for a friend. Well, guess let's have a tour around the city then. Grab any aetherites. Just to quickly get around. So probably the joke is gonna be on me once we actually get to the other Aetherite during our tour. Guess this is where you can get the Dark Knight class, which is nice. Pretty much want to do that soon. First I want to trade in my Poetics. Didn't I just see something glimmer there? I think I attuned to all of these now, haven't I? I think so. I think I will just take the money. Ah, then, wait, actually. What I want to do is switch my class. Is that better than what I have at the moment? It's basically the same. Money. Oh, I can only spell trouble. I don't think I was at the scaffold manufacturer just yet. No, I was. Yep. Wasn't it these two though? Alright, let's just grab the last aetheroid. Before we go in there. Bonk. Should be the last one, right? Yeah. What was that again? Forgotten Night. You're not who I want to talk to. She's in awfully high spirits, isn't she? Alright, let me see if I can recall where we need to go. I think that's a tribunal. Nope. Oh, it's the last vigil? Really? Oh, okay. Oh, close enough. Close. No. Just checking something. Don't think I need any of these. Well, I guess we'll be doing quests for these guys for a while then. Let me just check something. Oh boy. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? Let's see where this will take us. Reborn. How did I get to Adelshire? It's basically all I'm interested in at the moment. If I am honest with you guys. There. How do I get there? Okay, I can get to the westerns from Skyscale Manufactory. I just want to see if I can get into that area. See if I can grab the items I want with my poetics. Skysteel. Sure. That's Western Island. New area!
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
I can't fly. Oh, that's not good. Anyhow. Dravonian hinterlands, was it? Yeah. Okay, gotta get down there somehow. Well, let's see if this works then. It's gonna go strike out of my own. Fully expect there to be something in my way. That won't let me get there, but I will not be persuaded. I want to try this. So I'd probably best switch back memory just because it's level 60, so these guys will leave me in peace for a bit. I already have a feeling that I won't get anywhere if I'm not able to fly. Especially not where I actually want to go. Oh well. Don't let it be known that I haven't tried. Actually, did we have to uncover the map like this before as well? Actually, can't remember. This is starting to look like a dead end more and more. Don't think that this will lead us to where I want to go. And this is definitely a dead end. Ah. Yeah, I need to go up and around here somehow. This somehow being a bit of a bother here. Kind of believe that this guy has the same idea as me. There's just no getting over there. Ah, curse this game. There's gotta be a way around here somewhere. I mean, I need to go higher. Probably have to go around this whole thing here somehow. That doesn't exactly look like that is possible from anywhere. And this is Aeshmah. Well, I could try it from over there then. Maybe that works. So there is still hope yet for this venture. Yeah, you guys, you do your stuff. Ba-da-dum. Okay, basically gotta go northwest. If only I could fly like that guy. That would be superb. So I should probably grab that sugar keep, but yeah. Boy. Boom, boom, boom. Ash pool. Not gonna lie, I'm streaming longer than I initially intended to. Because I thought my journey would end in Ishgard. Apparently it doesn't. Okay, this looks somewhat promising at least. Dravanian Forelands. Oh, this looks different. Okay. So with that, Annex Shrine. Wait. We took a basically straight to the west. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Getting closer, making progress. Truth be told, I did not expect, you know, this forest. Like joining these icelands. Oh, but don't having the increased mount speed. Oh, jeez, this definitely drags everything down. At least we can get this and the etherite. We continue on. Is that an exit to the west? Well, I guess we have to go the roundabout way. Meaning north and around. Well, enjoy the sight, lads. What in the heavens is that? Looks like the top of this mountain has been blown off and not been properly reattached. Snatch. Dude, I'm 8 levels higher than you. Why the heck are you attacking me? I wonder what manner will bar my entry into Idleshire. Oh, what the heck is that? Another one of these tree enemies. What is that? It looks ominous. Okay, I know with this mount. Let's grab another. Ah, no. Not in the mood for that music. I fear I might need to go further west and north. Because it's... No, there's definitely a way there. Clear water Ninki Nanka. Well, alright then. Alright. I think that maybe I should make my way around it soon to that Aetheroid while I'm around here. Oh. Okay. This looks interesting. Wow. Kind of wondering if I'm souring the experience for myself a little bit just because I'm getting through all of these locations already, but Summoning Stone. Huh. This looks cool. Nope. Alright. Quest continues. To the Dravanian hinterlands. I think it's probably best if I follow the roads as much as possible because I can be sure that these will at least lead me to where I want to go. Alright. Let's hope I'm correct. Looking good so far. Ah, don't tell me this is closed. It's closed, isn't it? Oh, heck you. I knew it! I knew they would bother me. Oh, the. Curse you! Ah. Well, what does one to do? Nothing. That's all. Because I gotta spend my poetics on other stuff. All 2,000 of them. I thought I could just go ahead and spend them on level 60 gear, at least with my warrior. Deck him out for what's to come. No, I'm not allowed to do that until you're playing out the main quest again. Basically takes some. Oh god. You're basically getting near the end of the main quest line for Heavensward. Curses. You probably had the same idea. Shucks. Oh, shoot. Oh well, I guess we'll end it here. We've seen enough. You know what? To end this on a positive note. Actually, let's try something. Can I teleport? Wait, what's the teleport fee to go back? We actually need to go. 250. Yeah, I mean, I guess I will continue over there. Oh well, it was worth a try, I suppose. Oh wait, what am I doing? I gotta spend my poetics. Ah, no matter. Let's watch the intro cinematic for Heavensward. Because, you know, we are now actually in Heavensward. And the game actually has some pretty kick-ass intro cinematics. And that's not what I wanted to do. At least I didn't want to, you know, exit that far. Let's just watch that. Yep, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. Alright guys, I guess that's it for this, well, it's not even that short of a stream anymore. Yeah, I did a few things. Totally fun, looking forward to playing more of this. But yeah, Sally didn't get our items, but we, you know, did all the rest we say not to do, which is great. And with that, have a happy morning, afternoon, night, evening, whatever, wherever you are. And I'll catch you later. Until then, bye-bye!